And what better time to think about spring cleaning? So we have Glenda Chavez with us. She is from USAgain. It's actually spelled USAgain. Tell us what that organization is, USAgain.
Well, USAgain is a for-profit company that collects textiles that people no longer want, and we give it a second home. We actually sell the textiles in the U.S. and abroad. And what we do is we provide convenient locations throughout the city for people to drop off the clothes they no longer want, reassuring them that we are going to recycle this clothes, reuse it.
So you're talking about bins
Yes.
at certain locations where people can just do their spring cleaning and take out their clothes, right?
Correct.
Okay, so we're talking about Earth Day. We're talking about cleaning out your closets. I know Mark was just telling me that he just did that. He just did a 10-minute thing, thinning out your closet. Sounds like a great idea. Tell us why people should be doing that.
Well, it's estimated that the average American consumes about 70 pounds of textile a year, and only more than 85% of it is discarded in the trash. So
Wow.
it's extremely important that we bring awareness to the community to let them know that textiles are just as important to recycle as any other product like aluminum cans, glass. Actually, you reduce more emissions by recycling textiles than you do with paper, plastic, glass, aluminum, all combined.
Okay, and you guys have bins throughout the county, you were saying.
Yes, we strategically place them in locations throughout the city, and we give the opportunity for people to, discard their clothes in our bins. The idea is to make it convenient. So if a mom is going to, a store, you get to do two things at once. You drop off the, clothes you don't longer want, and you get to go shopping.
Okay, but then you said there's bins all over the place. So what happens afterwards to these bins if you donate your clothes there? Where do the bins go?
Well, the bins are actually, the clothes is collected on a weekly basis. Sometimes it's even collected more depending on the location and the amount that the bin collects. We collect our drivers collect the clothes, and they take it to our warehouse where it's sorted and gathered, and it's millions of tons of pounds of textiles that we collect on a weekly basis. We sort it, and then it gets sold to wholesalers, thrift stores, and recyclers.
Okay. And how can people find out where the bins are?
Well, if you go to USAgain.com, and again, it's USAGIN.com, and we have a Find a Bin locator, and in there you could put your zip code, and it gives you all the convenient locations that are nearest to you.
Okay, and since there are 200, you should be easily able to find something.
Correct.
Now, are there any sort of items that are needed more than others, that are used more?
You know what, part of our, one of our buyers are third world countries, and shoes are extremely important, especially men's shoes. In other countries, walking it's probably the only source of transportation for a lot of the rural areas. So if people could donate shoes, that would be really helpful.
Okay, so shoes. I see towels too, sweaters,
Yes.
jeans, all sorts of items collected. Thank you so much for talking to us about this. For more information, all you have to do is go to san diego6.com and click on Hot Topics.